What's up, chaps and chapettes? Welcome back to another FIFA Road to Glory. My goodness, and this time, for the first ever time, I don't think I've ever done this before, we're starting it right from the beginning of FIFA. But to kick things off, I did make a bit of a mistake. Basically, obviously, this is EA accessed right now. Came out on the 19th, currently the 20th. And the first time I basically got into it, made a new team, went straight into Division's rivals, forgot to loan players, and basically lost, I think, two of the 5 opening games. And these 5 opening games determine what division you're going to be put on. And based on that division, you get kind of like a multiplier effect on the points that you earn, and those points give you rewards. It's quite complex, but you know, basically, I kind of messed up on Division's rivals and had to restart. So that's why you'll see there's a couple of tasks that are already complete. So I basically just restarted the Road to Glory after losing a couple of the opening games. I have to say it was rough, but nonetheless, for tactics, I'm actually curious as to see sort of like how well this is going to work in game. But I'm really impressed with what they've done. They've basically decided, obviously, when you can switch to like defensive attacking on the D-pad, stuff like that, they've made it so that you can apply different custom sort of tactics for each segment. So you can have like defensive, you could have a 4-4-2, and then if you go attacking, it could be, you could set it to like a 4-1-2-1-2 or whatever. So it is really good, because that is part of what like happens in real life football. If you look at, for example, Man City, they will switch in the attacking phase. They'll put like the left back and right backs into the middle and centre mids. So yeah, it's a good step, because it means that we can start to implement Pep Guardiola's tactics a bit better. However, it's kind of like they're not going to bring it back because so many people abuse the custom formations to make it park the bus or whatever. But you can't really do like Pep Guardiola's proper tactics without having completely custom formations like you could do on the demo, and you'll be able to do it on like career mode and single player modes. But yeah, the custom formations are so sick, but you can't do it on Ultimate Team, which is kind of annoying, like I say, because you could make Pep Guardiola's tactics so sick. Nonetheless, in terms of what's actually happening on screen, what I'm doing, obviously, because when I did it the first time, I messed up on Division's rivals, lost some games, and then didn't really get a good placement. So I've restarted, and this time I'm getting some coins together. Only problem is, I do still have the coin boost. I definitely recommend when you're starting up FIFA, do the coin boost. But this time, I'm just kind of grinding up like SBCs, doing some squad battles and like all of the tasks just to try and get the coins up, get a good enough team. And then when we get a good enough team, we're going to dive into Division's rivals and slap some chaps and chapettes silly. Like, it's just got to be done at times. Although, in terms of gameplay, it's quite interesting. I don't really know what to think. Like, at the moment, I'm not really used to it. Like, I'm not very good at it, but I'm not a massive fan of a timed finishing. I'm not going to lie. Like, I just think, especially when the gameplay is, like, kind of delayed still, for me, it kind of feels a little bit delayed. And having a timed finishing thing where you have to match it with the animation when the gameplay is slightly delayed, I just don't think it's a good idea to have that. So I personally think they should have just kept the shooting the same. It was decent, you know, double tap B for a driven shot. Now it's LBRB. You try and do it, and then you end up doing like a chip shot. I tried doing the driven shot about 3 times. Every single time I've chipped it and just looked like an absolute muppet. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should change it. I think there is an option. Benji was saying there is an option that you could turn off for timed finishing. But I don't know. I want to try and get used to it a bit more. You know, feel it out a bit more, and then I'll kind of decide what to do from there. But yeah, at the moment we're basically just grinding through the squad battles games. Not really showing the games just because they are single player games. I know some of you might have wanted to see it, but I don't know. It's just dead. Like, squad battles just is a really dead grind. I'm not going to lie. But it's got to be done because, you know, as you can see, the rewards are actually decent. I think a lot of people are going to go for Division's rivals. And because I think it's actually a good opportunity, potentially, even though I'm only playing professional difficulty and just kind of chilling. Like, I'm zoning out, listening to some music. You know, it's got to be done. In fact, speaking of music, listen to the new track I released. My goodness me. I might even make an EP, you know, just for a bit of fun. have a little listen. FIFA Returns, big new track. Nonetheless, yeah, it's basically just grinding up squad battles. Like I say, not showing the games just because it's kind of dead. Like, I'm just showing the scores. And at this point, it's all about just kind of grinding through all of these individual tasks, little coins at a time. And I think we'll get to that point where we're able to start, like, investing in a decent team. I might even make 2 teams, just so I don't have to get fitnesses. Like, I want to try and keep the costs down, you know. And at the end of the day, the market's a little bit strange, because obviously at the start of the game, I think everyone's just going to be expensive, so I don't really know what to do. Let me know in the comments, you know, what are you chaps and chappets doing? Are you buying, like, are you thinking, like, maybe a Serie A, Calcio A type team? I don't know. I don't really know what type of team to build first. I honestly don't know. And the thing is that I'm not using Guardiola tactics at the moment. You'll notice I use it. I think I'm using a 4-4-2 with the 2 CDMs. You just have to kind of play with what you've got, you know. You have to try and play the best of the cards that you're given, quite literally in this case. So, I would, yeah, like I say, I would play like a 4-3-3, but I don't really want to bring that defense forward. It's not the best of defenses, especially when people are going to hit me on the counter with, I mean, even at this point, some people do have pay to win teams, but a lot of it is just people using lone players and stuff like that. But, I don't know, one thing I really don't like, so I'll just talk about, I want to give like my review so far, because I know a lot of you watching this might not have EA access yet. So, these are my thoughts on FIFA so far. The gameplay, for me, it feels kind of weird actually. Like, I really liked the demo gameplay, but the Ultimate Team gameplay seems very different. It doesn't seem as fluid. It seems like you can't, I'm struggling to retain possession. I don't know whether it's just because of my it might well be because of my chemistry and my players, so I can't really give a full judgment on that. But the gameplay feels a little bit off at the moment for me, but we'll see, we'll see. Like I say, I don't like the driven shooting or whatever. Like, I just don't understand why they've decided to put that as LBRB. I don't like the time finishing either at the moment. But these things could change, but these are just my initial impressions. I do like the fact that they've included Divisions Rivals. I think that is going to give you that sort of midweek grind. We didn't previously have that. Midweek was dead. I also really like the fact that they've reduced the number of FUT Champions games to 30 games. That is, honestly, like, that is incredible. That's 25% less games if you think about it. Like, that is 10 games per day if it's over the 3-course period, which isn't too bad. You know, it's doable now. Like, I feel like a lot more people are going to be brought to the game mode now that that is the case. So it's going to be exciting times. Yeah, I mean, my only issue is kind of like, it's annoying for me because I really want to get into the sort of competitive aspect of the game. I really want to try and compete to get top 100 and all of this. But I look online and I just see people like buying all these packs. They've already got like 1 million coins. I'm sitting here with like 20k. So I just got to be smart with my coins. You know, this is the road to glory after all. We're not buying any FIFA points or anything like that. We've got to be smart. We have to play it smart if we're going to do anything decent this year, you know. If we're going to slap up top 100 and do well on FUT Champions and just in general. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited, you know. This is the dawn of a new era type thing. This is the big time. The big time, you know, the start of FIFA. I might have to get EA access a couple of times as well. I think I've already used, especially because I had to restart my Road to Glory. I think I've already used like 7 hours. And it's the 20th of September. There's still 5 days until the full release. So, you know, something's got to happen, you know. We've got to be maybe getting 2 or 3. Like, oof, I don't know. I'm hoping, I haven't actually seen yet, but I'm hoping that you can still do that glitch where it's like, use it, you can buy it on like other accounts and then put it back on this account. Oh my days, EA, man, they've just got to rinse us, haven't they? They have to rinse us for that 10 hours at a time. I remember actually the first time that they trialed something like EA Access. I don't think it was called EA Access. It was like it was a different service. It was still EA something, but it was just unlimited time, EA like early access rather than that. It is what it is at the end of the day, chaps and chappets. But that is going to be the first episode wrapped up. You know, we need to be just grinding at this point. Games probably in the next episode we'll see. Depends if we're like going into Divisions Rivals or whatever. So Thanks for watching, chaps and chapettes. Make sure to check out the tune. I'm also going to drop my SoundCloud in the description, just for the EP that could be coming out soon. And I'll see you on the next Mbirchy episode tomorrow. My goodness me. Oof. Couldn't see it through. In the FUT Champs tourney, gonna wish you withdrew. Cause your playstyle predictable like it's transparent. Best of the game is inherent. Inherit the best. So many frauds trying to pump out the chest. EA pay to win protest. Not hearing the noise we mail like suppressed pistol. I'm pissed off. 40-40 I'll be ticking off. Right now for trying to out the trop. At September 20 I'll be kicking off. Zoom in and enhance the image. I can see the top like Everest. And we've practiced